Hey, my little pumpkins, Stan Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to jump right in. Quick little video on Deep Dive 2. I think this could almost be like Deep Dive 1.5. I feel like there wasn't a lot new that they showed us, but they kind of touched on a little more from Deep Dive 1, which was pretty cool. This Deep Dive, a little bit lackluster. I said on Twitter I would like them to move back to the documentary style deep dives they used to do. Remember that, like in the original Planet Coaster with Sam and Bo, and in Planet Zoo with Lisa Bowens and Fern, and they were like really, really high quality documentary style game dev deep dives. I think those are really cool. Would like to see a couple of those kind of make a return, but nonetheless, still a pretty charming little deep dive. Even though, like I said, I think it was a little repeating. But one thing that I will take from this deep dive is this new biome is so refreshing that they brought us into. They've kind of been showing us that same park over and over, that really, really bright, just green grass resort type park they've been in. What they've showed at the beginning here, this is freaking awesome. I'm loving this sand. This almost gives like, it almost gives like a prehistoric kingdom type map vibe. Looks so much more natural, and I just love the arid type of vibe it has going on, where we could fill in little bits of green if we want. But for the most part, this is a very sandy, soily, arid type of map almost. Very, very cool. They went on to show us a couple more things as far as the path editor goes. Really, really cool about how you can take different styles of pathing and they all snap together. And it's like, it just works. Very, very cool. I'm kind of ready for them to move on from paths now. Like, okay, we know you guys knocked that out of the park. It is freaking awesome, but let's show us some new stuff now. We got the paths. That's cool. But nonetheless, I'm sure they're proud of it. That was a big headache for a lot of people at Frontier for many, many years, to look at the forums and YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, casuals, hardcores. Everybody dogged that path system. Whether you played Planet Coaster for 6 years or 6 minutes, you complain. Like, that's where everybody come together and had that, we had that common denominator. Everybody could not get on very well with that path tool, or if you did, you kind of you learned the workarounds from it. After that, they took us over and showed us how intuitive the pool tool is, and they got a little more in depth with the flume and the slide builder. That was very, very cool to see. They run their little test on it, and the little dummies didn't fly out of the slide, so they were able to open it right up. They showed us the stair system a little more. That was pretty cool to see. A very, very intuitive system. It just kind of knows where to go, what to do. Multiple slides can come from the same tower. I thought that was pretty neat. So you don't have to have like a bunch of towers sticking up. If you have 2 or 3 slides kind of going off of, or 3 going off of each of the sections, everybody can kind of queue up on that one tower and go up. That was very, very cool. One of the biggest things I think you guys will bring from this is that really, really awesome scenery brush tool. They laid down trees and stuff so fast like you have never seen in Planet Coaster. That would have saved so many people's wrists and fingers over the years, not having to place those trees individually. And, I will say, to bring up Prehistoric Kingdom again, that is it looks like it has a Prehistoric Kingdom vibe. One could argue, without actually, us having our hands on the game yet, Prehistoric Kingdom's version, it seems a little more put together. It seems like it had it packs a little more visual punch, and the Prehistoric Kingdom version kind of has that undergrowth option that comes with it. So I thought that was very cool as well, just to see that being implemented. And another thing, if you guys were big on the sequencers in Planet Coaster, This one that they're putting in 2, the UI and the whole sequencer and timer of it looks so much cleaner than the sequencer we got in version 1 in Planet Coaster. Very, very cool. They laid down some shops right on the path. You know, it's like this game wanted to take out a lot of the aggravation. They're really stamping this as like build stuff where you want to build it, on the path, off the path, in the tree. You know, it's like this game beside the pool. This game is not. It's like it's making a point, which is a good point for us, not to hinder our creative freedom, whatever vision you have. This game is not looking to stop that, more so unleash it. And I thought that was very, very cool. Kind of ending up, they showed us a bunch of new little coaster names and some of the little like the tongue-in-cheek names that go along with them. Chat absolutely lost their mind when this come up. And then of course the proverbial elephant in the room, Rich Newbold just casually dropped that we are getting switch tracks. We're getting switch tracks. We're getting drop tracks. I know it's a little bit of a hot button topic, but I think we need to put this out there that transfer tracks have not been mentioned yet. And I know for a lot of the hardcore players, transfer tracks are a big thing. Possibly, maybe you could figure something out. There may be some kind of loophole with the way that they'll let us do switch tracks. You can at least maybe off to the side make it look like transfer tracks are a thing, but they didn't specifically mention that. So that is one of those things where I'll even tell the hardcore players, we got drop tracks, we got switch tracks. I think you guys are gonna have to chill for right now on the transfer tracks. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a video game. I think that we can cut them now that we know we're getting the drop tracks, more particularly, we're getting the switch tracks. I think we got to cut them a little slack, and that is something, not having transfer tracks. I think that's something that we shouldn't harp on them too much on. And who knows, maybe it'll come in a DLC. Maybe if they know that that's something that means a lot to you guys and the realism aspect that you're going for. Not trying to knock you either, but I just don't think that needs to be something that we bust their balls on, you know. I think with the switch track and the drop track, I think we appear to be in good hands as far as the roller coasters go. So yeah, just ending that, I would say at the end of September. I'm not really interested in the management side of things, so I think that deep dive could possibly be a little bit of a dud to me, unless they, you know, throw in some new features we've not seen. But you know, SDAN is, I know it's a creative management simulation side. SDAN falls heavily on the creative management side over the management side of the game. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. Like I said, almost like Deep Dive 1.5, wish that this would have delved a little deeper into stuff that we hadn't seen before, instead of kind of rehashing more of the pools and the slides and the paths. It's like, okay guys, we get it. You guys are knocking that out of the park. Let's see some new stuff. And of course, too, I'll end with, we don't know when the game's coming out. So they may be holding some of this stuff. This game could not come out until November. So they may still have 2 more months worth of stuff that they're going to be dripping out to us until we can get our hands on the game. I'm just hoping we don't have to wait all the way until the end of September. What is that last day? September 25th is that last Wednesday. So I'm hoping we don't have to wait another month just to get another one of these. Hopefully the drip dropping and the, you know, the more info starts to come out, and we'll just kind of have to see as September progresses. But anyways, guys, yeah, let me know your thoughts about Deep Dive number 2, Deep Dive 1.5. And yeah, I'm SDAN Wolf, and I will catch you in the next video.